Got a lovely afternoon going out there, Keith, and it gets everybody in a weekend kind of mood.
Yeah, the timing is really good, and we're going to ride into the weekend on a nice note. Today looks good. We've got a mixture of sun and clouds out there. More sun along the mid-coast and back into the interior as well. More clouds over down East Maine and far western Maine, but temperatures starting to warm up into the 70s. And I mentioned yesterday about how I thought it was going to be sneaky warm. What I mean by that is when you think mid-80s, that sounds hot, right? But if you get 78 with a higher dew point, and the sun is out, you'd be surprised how warm that'll feel. It's 76 right now in Bangor, 75 in Augusta, so we're on the way there, and dew points are creeping up to around 60, especially over southern and western Maine, which is getting into that sticky zone. The dew points over the weekend will not be oppressive, but it'll be noticeably humid. And look, it's hard for us to get heat into Maine without an increase in dew points. We can do it occasionally in the very early summer and also into late parts of the summer into the early fall. But other than that, heat and humidity come together. So the rest of today looks pretty good. Mixture of sun and clouds, upper 70s. Again, dew points increase. Notice an isolated sprinkle is possible, but a lot of the forcing for that is moving away throughout the day. So I don't think there's a high chance of catching one of those showers. Tonight's a relatively mild night, and that's key to getting us warm tomorrow, is that we start around 60 degrees tomorrow morning in a lot of spots. And so then we only need about 20-25 degrees to get some of that warmth in here, and we'll do that quickly, pushing into the 80s, I think, before noon, even along the coastline. We'll be 80 to 85 along the coast, exception probably Bar Harbor to Machias and Eastport, but even that, unless you're in Lubec area, you could get to 80 if everything turns out just right. Inland will be pushing to the upper 80s, even some low 90s. Notice an isolated shower or thunderstorm is depicted here. I don't think there are many of them around. We'll let you know if any of them threaten, because of course a lot of people will be outside. Overnight tomorrow night looks good, and then Sunday looks good as well. Temperatures back into the 80s. The only difference will be a little bit more in the way of high, thin cloudiness, but I'm being nitpicky here. I think it's another nice day, not quite as warm along the immediate coast. So if you get a beach day, I think tomorrow's better. You can make Sunday work, but I think Saturday looks better. A front will come through and start to crush some of that warm air. That happens on Monday afternoon into Monday night, and then that front pulls offshore. And I'll tell you what, after that, it looks really good. So here are your high temperatures tomorrow into the upper 80s and some low 90s. And again, I think we'll get into the 80s even along the coastline. After that front comes through on Monday, great stretch of weather. Tuesday looks good, Wednesday, Thursday, probably Friday, maybe all the way into next weekend, although that's a little bit more up in the air. But if you've got it off, or you don't, it's still a really nice stretch coming through here. Upper 70s, going back into the low 80s by the middle part of next week. Could be even a tad bit warmer than that if everything plays out just right. Along the coast will be in the mid 70s, very, very comfortable stuff. And again, not as warm along the coast on Sunday. So if you're thinking about a beach day and you like it warm to hot, Pat, Saturday is your day. Not to drive everyone to the beach at the same time, but it looks pretty good.
We're all going anyway.
Yeah,
so.
whatever. Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.